Well, hello,
Hey
everybody.
guys,
Happy
Hi.
Wednesday.
happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day.
happy, hump, happy Hump Day. Happy
Who
Hump
did what?
Day.
Who did what? The who again? What?
Yeah. Now, what the, huh?
I played the
But
wrong video in the beginning. That's how we roll over here.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
Hey, we're just getting started. This is only episode 2.
Yep. Episode
Like I
dope.
said, it's
we
only
get it.
episode 2. We're fine. I just want to let everybody know out there that in the opening video, the correct opening video, that all those pictures and videos are submitted by us. Those are our
Mhm.
pictures, and we're very proud of those. So, next time you watch the opening, take a look at them. They're really cool. And Donny was supposed to open the show, but he's being over there being quiet.
Oh, I thought I was just supposed to hit the opening. Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to Paranormal Show and Tell. My name is Donny.
it's okay.
Cho.
You can say she pushed you out the way. It's all right.
Okay.
We'll
I thought
figure
when
it
you
out.
meant open the show, I thought you meant go live and to actually hit the button to hit the opening video. I
That's
didn't
what I
realize
thought
I
too.
did.
No, we were all going to take
Oh.
turns, and you were going to open
Okay.
the show this time.
All right, let me
You have to
okay.
drive.
Okay, Mulligan.
Okay, let's stop
Okay.
the show and then redo
All right,
it.
Mulligan.
Okay, here we go.
He's going to redo it right now.
Okay.
Right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Paranormal Show and Tell. I am one of your 4 hosts, Donny Cho of Donny Cho Says Stuff. And with me tonight, my esteemed colleagues include Paranormal Paul of Paranormal Among Us. And we got Randy of Truth or Tinfoil. And finally, the den mother of this channel, the queen bee of Blondes and Booze. One of them, all right? There's 2. Brandi. And she's the Swiss Miss. So welcome.
I'm very proud. Very
All
proud, Donnie. That was very nice. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I can do better than just hit the play on the opening video. I can do more.
There we
I
go.
can do more.
That's what I mean. You were supposed to be
Yeah.
our main host tonight.
All right. So tonight we are talking about some ghostly dolls and spooky toys, and we're talking about Annabelle. Randy, you came in hot with some of the Annabelle stuff. I noticed.
I just said I was bringing Annabelle with me. That's all I ever said.
Well, you saw the pictures that I submitted, right?
I got 'em here,
I submitted a photo of Robert the doll.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about some spooky
Give me
ghosts.
Robert the doll. I know I had Robert the doll.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
sent that to you, Robert the doll.
I will make sure I got it, man. I got
Yeah,
one. but-
so yeah, even though I am the impromptu host of tonight, I don't have access to the photos. That's your job, Randy. That's your job.
I got you covered, man. So,
All
so
right.
the second picture though is for later on, right?
Yeah, whenever you show Robert the doll.
Okay, you're Robert or my Robert?
We'll start with okay. Well, we'll get into it. Robert the doll, right? That is the most famous of the haunted dolls. One of my first friends who was a psychic actually was the first people who told me about Robert the doll because she actually lived out of Key West, and that's where it's located. One of the most haunted, most famous haunted dolls. I'm sure people in the chat here and those listening at home have heard about it. It's apparently so haunted that you can't even take pictures of it because apparently if you do without its permission, really bad things happen, as we all know the stories. And supposedly this doll is so notorious that the ghost doll of Annabelle was actually based off of it. And I've submitted my photo of Robert the doll. Randy, if you would like to share that.
I can sure share that one.
Yeah. So I have submitted my photo of Robert the doll because, as we all know, the actual Robert the doll is so haunted that if you take his photo without permission, again, really bad things happen. And I don't want to be messing with no curse, right? So I don't want to be posting no photo publicly on YouTube of Robert the doll, of a photo that I haven't even taken and posted publicly. I ain't messing with no curse or ghosts or ghost curse. So I had to do the next best thing. So, yeah, I submitted my own photo of Robert the doll.
I'm really loving that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the curse-proof photo of Robert the doll. Yeah, because
Well,
I don't want to be.
it-
I don't want to be walking outside this show and have like some grand piano land on my head or something like that.
Right.
Like,
well, if I had to have Robert the doll in my house, that would be the one I would have.
yes, Robert the doll.
That Robert
So
the
yes,
doll.
I'm not trying to show the actual photo. Trying to get no curse. Nah, Donnie doesn't play that. I don't play those games.
Well, Donnie, are
Well,
you ready for the real one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
We
gonna
have the
close
real
my
one?
eyes.
Yes,
yeah.
we have the real
Oh,
one.
Randy,
yeah.
Randy messes with the curses. Oh, I see. He messes with
Oh,
them.
I'm gonna turn my
You
computer
know what?
off.
Because I fear nothing.
Oh, turn my computer off. I don't want none of this.
You might want to avert your gaze, boys and
Uh-oh.
girls.
Don't look directly at it.
Oh no.
Look
Oh,
right
no.
into his eyes. Look right.
So yeah,
into his eyes.
there have been accounts of this ghost, like people who work at the museums and the people who are guests. They've noticed that, this thing has been known to switch positions and move around, and it's got a storied history. But yeah, apparently, if you go to Key West to that paranormal museum, do not take photos of it. Bad things will happen.
So is
No.
it in the museum? Is it in a case or can
It's in a
you-
glass
Yes.
case. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
you can't
It's
touch
glass
it.
case.
All right. So the story goes about Robert the doll is he was made by a famous German teddy bear maker. Now the name escapes me right at this moment. But I do have a few in boxes somewhere that I have kept from when I lived in Germany. I've kept those. But it was made for a display, like a storefront display, this doll here. And the mother had seen it at some point and decided she was going to buy that for her son. So when she bought it for her son, after a while, when her son was playing with it, he started talking to it as if it were real, and then wouldn't play with certain things because Robert didn't want him to, and all these other kind of things. So actually the mother is the one responsible for giving that child a haunted item.
I wonder if the teddy bear that it's holding is haunted too.
Yeah,
Because it is actually a teddy bear company that is still it's still going today. I mean, they still make teddy bears, and like I said, I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. But yeah, you wouldn't expect that somebody that makes these lovable toy bears and everything can produce something that can get an attachment, or I wouldn't call it possessed,
anything.
but I would say an attachment.
Well, we've already,
That crazy?
we've discussed this before. Anything can get a possession of or an attachment of
true.
some sort. So,
Absolutely true.
like I was saying with Shelly a minute ago, that pet of it is just as weird looking as him.
Yeah.
It is.
It kind of, and don't get me wrong, this was made, I think, in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
originally.
Stife
And-
bears just came to me. Stife.
Yeah,
Sky
Stife.
bear?
Okay, yep.
Yes.
Yeah, look them up. They're high end, is what they are, especially
Yes.
back
Yes.
in the old days. They were real high end, but
Yeah. And he was made for a display in a store.
and that sailor outfit that's was put on by the boy that got him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the mother had tried to throw this
Absolutely.
thing away 100 times or some crap like that, and it keeps showing back up.
No thanks.
Right. And the little boy, wasn't his name Robert? Isn't that correct? Robert? And
it was.
he said that he can no longer be called Robert because the doll wanted to be called Robert.
That sounds about right. I didn't do
think
any
that's how
research
it
on him
goes.
beforehand, so but I just remember seeing the
No,
stories
I'm
about
thinking
it
that's
and
how it
everything, so-
goes, is because he
Yeah.
couldn't use the name Robert because the doll wanted the name Robert.
Yep, and he was mad at him
Yeah.
if he didn't let him have the name Robert.
Right. Right.
And look at him.
If
You
I'm
don't wanna
wrong,
make
somebody
him
out there
mad.
correct me, but I think that's right. But he's a very famous doll. And if you see all the letters in the background, now these are letters that people have written to Robert because they're apologizing for something that they had done to Robert. So
Robert the kid or Robert
what
the
Donnie
doll?
was saying what Donnie was saying is that they might have taken a picture of him without asking him first. And then when they've left, bad things would happen. So they'd write in and apologize to him for taking his picture, or, just other things. Just other things, like touching the glass case is another thing you can,
I'm feeling nervous right now doing a podcast with his image up there. Hold on, let me protect myself. Hold on. Okay, I'm safe now. I'm safe, guys.
He's got a
I'm
little
safe.
pack dog up
Yeah.
there.
My
And
seatbelt has been fastened.
right. Shelley says, I think you're correct. Okay, so there's just many things that you could do to him. And when you walk in to see this doll, I think there's a plaque on the wall that gives you all the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
And how to interact with him. And they say that he does move on occasion in there.
Well,
and that they have to get back in and readjust him.
It's right back here too. I can't read the fine print, but you see warning, don't photograph.
Yeah,
So-
there's the big old plaque when you're in that particular room, because they have him in a room by himself.
So my question is, you have to ask this doll for permission to take a picture.
Yes.
How do you know if he says yes or no?
Apparently, they say it gives you like a sign, like the lights will flicker, or
as long as you ask.
Yeah.
Just as long as you ask.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's the whole gesture of just asking, just showing it respect.
Smurfy says Robert is probably afraid of matches and lighters.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I just want to remind you of everybody of something right here. We do not burn objects. That is an absolute no, because all you're doing is whatever thing is attached to the item is just set free to go attach to something else. So I say I'd rather be a doll than me.
Yeah.
So it can stay right there in that chair in the little glass case.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And this is in Key West, right?
Yeah, it's in Key West.
Yeah, it's in Key West now.
Why do I want to go see this?
Yep. But isn't that
There's
a scary
bucket
looking
list
doll?
for you.
I've been down to Key West. It was many, many years ago, but I don't think he was there at that time.
Okay.
So
He just recently got there in the last 10 or 15 years, maybe?
I think so. I think so.
that's
He was
when he got
somewhere else
brought down
before
there.
then. I think he was well, he's privately owned, if you want to know the truth. He's privately owned,
Yeah.
and I think he was with the owner at that time.
Yeah, because they couldn't get rid of him.
No. They kept him in a box. Locked
So, yeah.
box.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. It's a creepy looking doll because, the time frame it was made and everything. Yeah, I can understand why somebody be freaked out a little bit by it. But if what we're saying is true and it holds that level of an attachment, that thing is.
Yeah.
I think Donnie said it was the basis for Annabelle. Now, Annabelle's its own entity too.
Yeah.
But this dude probably came along probably about 20 years before they knew about Annabelle, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was in the 1920s or 30s when this was going on.
I think so. Okay, so what year was this made again, Brandi?
I am going
This particular doll?
I am going to look and verify for you.
Oh, I just looked it up. It was purchased in 1904 in Germany.
Okay, there we go. 1904. So it was probably closer to 30 to 40 years before Annabelle then was first noticed, I guess you might say, because of course that was another 20 some odd years before the Warrens got hold of her. So
Yeah, but it's under a private owner at this time, but they have it in the museum. I don't blame them, but
yeah,
I mean, at least he's got a glass case to look out of, and he's not in a box anymore.
yeah, and maybe that'll whatever spirit is on it is or demon or whatever is attached to him is happy with being able to see and interact kind of with
right
people that go to the museum.
Right.
You know, the really weird thing is I was doing a search for Robert the Doll and I got to DOL and the third thing down was Robert the Doll versus Annabelle.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Is
Yeah.
it a CGI fight? Do we need to bring it up and watch it?
No, it's just
Facts
no,
versus
it's just,
facts.
yeah,
I'm
facts.
sorry, but my bet's on
scary.
Robert.
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. Robert's got a longer history than Annabelle does. And
Yeah, my bet's on Robert.
Oh yeah.
Plus, Robert's bigger. He's got a reach advantage. You know, that doll is actually kind of big for a
he's got a
doll.
very
I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
what 28 inches or something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
but don't get me wrong. I'm an Annabelle fan, first of all. But yeah, Robert's been around longer. He's got a more storied history. Annabelle when it got taken by the Warrens, its history was relatively unknown at that point. I mean,
Right.
the only thing that's really been done on Annabelle is what Lorraine Warren wrote about and Ed Warren wrote about, and what they got from the people that they got the doll from. So
Right.
that's all you know about that one. So, and I still get mad when I see the shows that because they just wanted to have it freakier looking, so they go with the porcelain dolls instead of what Annabelle truly is. So
Yeah. I think the only doll that could beat up Robert the Doll is Sister Abigail from the WWE. But, she's got wrestling skills.
well, yeah, now
And
it's
she
Nikki
is
Cross,
living and
so.
breathing. So, yeah.
Well, that's the other I'd say that's the second most famous haunted doll, Sister Abigail. But, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I'm good.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that this doll has been associated with a lot of bad activity.
And bad luck. And
Mhm.
people who have attested, like all of those letters
Right.
are people who experienced it firsthand. They just walk in casually. Oh, hey, look at that doll. Let's just take a picture because it says we shouldn't. And then
Well,
all this bad stuff
Mike
happens. Yeah.
asked if they celebrate his birthday or anything. I don't know.
I if I'm not mistaken, the original owners, when they did, they had a birthday party for him
for the
Yeah.
doll.
because the little boy was scared to death if they didn't have one for him.
Right. But I don't know if they continue that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Once they put him in the box, I don't think they did it again.
Right.
Come to
I'm
the
not looking
museum,
for a
have a
reason to pull
birthday
him
party
out.
for the doll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Let's move on to our next picture.
All right. Is
Yeah.
it
You know
safe
what?
to
Giving
come
me
out
the
now?
creeps.
Not
Oh,
yet.
He's
Not
giving
yet.
me the creeps.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's safe to come out. Whew. Man,
You're gonna have.
Like,
I was getting.
let me just stage that.
Yeah, I was getting nervous
Okay.
there, guys.
Well, get ready because you're gonna need to sage this one too. Because
Uh-oh.
Okay.
this one was sent to me by Paul earlier today. Told me
And-
about it. I'm gonna let him feel the.
Okay,
it
I
on.
honestly don't know a whole lot about this. This was Carmen has this doll. She got it at an antique place that
Carmen.
it is haunted. Burns.
Okay.
She
Carmen
sent it to
Burns.
me.
All right.
Yeah. She sent me a picture of it. I freaked out, threw my phone away, and it was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
And she said something about taking it to possibly donating it to Ray County.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me get what little bit I have on this. It's called I can't pronounce it. It's well, show the picture.
I'm gonna scroll. You can actually see it when I zoom in too. When I bring it up.
Okay.
That write up. So
It is designed by South African artist Corilla de Brun, who lives in the heart of the Garden Route in the Southern Cape. Each doll was signed and numbered on the back of the neck. Women from different villages freely dress these dolls in their own homes with pieces of off-cut materials and beads. So everyone's going to be different. God, that's scary looking. It's got different color eyes. Yeah.
Okay. So
and
was
this
she
is actually a
having
picture
some
that
issues?
Carmen took. She said it was haunted. That where she got it from. Let me see if I have that message on here.
Its name is Mandla, though. Mandla. It looks like.
Okay.
Wish I could see who dressed him. It's behind there, his head, though. I don't want to.
I might have it. Dressed by Inge, I-N-G-E, who lives in Buffalo Bay. Buffalo Ray?
It's Buffalo Bay.
Yeah.
All right, hurry up, get that message.
You know what? It's going to take me a while to find this, at least a half an hour.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if we can figure out if it's haunted, I will try to get a hold of John Zaffis and see if he would like to have that.
Okay.
He might, yeah. That'd be something great for his.
Now, if you don't know,
you could probably sell it to Zach Baggins. He might.
Well,
pay
if you don't know who John Zaffis is, John Zaffis is the nephew of Ed and Lorraine Warren, and he used to have a show on the Travel Channel called The Haunted Collector.
Yep.
What the heck?
And he collects these things, but what he does is he puts them in a type of museum that's private, but he makes sure that they stay put.
Especially if he can figure out that it's really haunted.
Yes, if it's really haunted, yeah.
Yeah, I used to love that show. God. Of course, I met him in Gettysburg, and we were doing a ghost walk up there / hunt at one of the basements, and he was just cool to talk to. He really was.
Right. Right. Yeah, I don't want the doll. By no means. I don't need anything else.
No.
Donnie,
I don't even want those toes. Look at the toes. I don't even want that.
I can probably get it to somebody who knows what to do with it. I don't recommend that thing right there going to the museum at all.
That the eyes are what freaks me out.
Yeah.
The black and the blue.
Hey, Carmen, we're just talking about your doll right here, honey. No, I go to the museum. Do not take that to the museum and leave it. If you want to, I can see if I can get a hold of John Zaffis and see if he will take care of it.
Wait, you guys just have that at your house?
She does?
Yeah, Carmen, do you have that at your house?
Yeah, I would.
I swear to God, it would be covered in salt with a circle and just.
I would.
It would be in a landfill if it were at my house.
You can bury it, absolutely. You can bury it
and cover it with salt.
It's locked
up.
Well,
Kathy, yeah. Krista just said Kathy wouldn't take it, because she lives in the museum, so that would be a no. But I can try and get it to John Zaffis.
There you go.
I
just thought it was cool when he sent it to me. I was like, "Ooh, this has got to be thrown up there somewhere different on there."
Right?
I mean, I don't get. I realize I don't like dolls either. I'm kind of like with Smurf out there. Smurf, I don't like dolls. I don't like dolls at all, especially when you walk into your kid's room in the middle of the night and there's these dolls that are set up on the dadgum beds. You're like, much like that one room there at Haunted Hill House when you walk in it.
Yeah.
The chairs. Oh,
that doll is creepy. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I can't.
So you make a note.
If I thought Robert was creepy,
this one's creepy.
This one takes the cake.
Yeah,
it's in our chat, so you can download it and send it to Mr. Zaffis. I won't even say John Zaffis. I'll say Mr. Zaffis. Please take this thing. If Carmen's ready to get rid of it, that is.
Yeah, Mr. Zaffis, if you're listening, please take this thing.
Whoa,
Contact
wait
me.
a second. Hold up.
Carmen says this thing communicates with the other doll.
I don't even know what the other doll is.
I don't think I want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm questioning this now.
Yeah, he may want her whole collection.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, Carmen, like I said, let me know what you want to do with that, and we'll figure something out for you if you want to get rid of it. I know where it can go, and we can figure that out.
Paul's got a picture of the other doll.
I know I
But
don't. No.
yeah, let's just move on.
Okay.
This thing's creeping me out really bad. This thing's creeping. Carmen, I can't even believe you got this doll. It's creeping me out.
She got it for $28.
Oh my!
That's a buy right there.
Or at least that's what the tag said.
That's almost as bad as somebody giving it to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what they pretty much did. Is they gave it to you.
Take this. Please take this.
Here,
Please,
I'll
please
charge you
take
$28 like you're buying something, but really I'm giving this thing away.
Ugh.
I just said, give me a quarter. Here you go. See you
I keep looking
later.
at that picture on my computer. I got it. Throw my computer away now.
Uh-oh.
This is why I never buy antiques, right? I don't want to buy someone else's bad juju.
Oh,
well,
Carmen
you
didn't
can
buy
buy antiques.
Yeah.
It's just you have to cleanse them before you bring them on your property or in your home.
Yeah.
I would unload them out the road. I would unload them out the road and sage them and put some holy water in there and, say your prayers and then bring it in.
I want some of that purple junk. Have you ever watched the show Warehouse 13?
No.
They would get supernatural artifacts, and they had this purple junk. They'd stick it down in it, and it would negate all the bad juju that's coming out of it, so they could put it in it on its shelf. It would negate it for a certain amount of time. It would end up coming back.
Would it suck it out?
It would dissipate the negative energy or whatever's coming out of that particular artifact, and then they take it and they would put it. See, Rist will see it. Warehouse 13. It's okay show. The actors need a little bit of help on some of it, but it had a great concept. And when you sit there and watch it, you see H.G. Wells become a girl. You're like,
Right. That's strange, though.
Yeah, but it was. I was like, I'd love to get hold of some of that stuff. That would take care of any of this juju that we're dealing with.
Well, if it existed, that would be nice.
It don't.
No.
Imagine somebody breaking into their house and seeing that doll. It's probably better than any kind of security system.
Yeah, I'd be the first one running out.
Yeah.
What you do is you put it right in front of the door.
I'd be running. Big feet. Out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be running. Forget it. I'm out. That would be me. I was like, no, thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Well, we're going to, since those two have freaked everybody out enough, we're going to go ahead and just go to my favorite. My girl.
I had one of those growing up.
And that's, when I saw the first Conjuring movie, I was like, oh, they're alluding to Annabelle, and I'm like, wait a second, that's not Annabelle. Are they trying to say that's Annabelle? Wait, no, that's not right. Of course, everybody's like, it's a movie. Shut up. Okay, yes, okay, all right.
I would say probably for me, it was probably about 15 years ago. I ran across the Raggedy Ann and Andy doll.
Yeah.
And they were in pristine condition. And I can't tell you, they were probably 60 years old at that point, and they were in pristine condition.
Yeah.
And they wanted, I think it was like $175 for the pair, and I didn't have it at the time, but if I did, I'd have bought them.
Oh, yeah. Because right now they're running a pristine mint conditions are running at approximately $300 a piece.
Yeah, and it was hand stitched. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And it was at a little antique store. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Well,
I'm glad I did. And I could have brought home like something really nasty.
Somebody had told me one time and said that the original Annabelle doll was hand stitched. I was like, no, it wasn't, because you can look at her right now. You can see there's no hand stitching in the eyes or the buttons, but there's no real hand stitching into this one as far as the eyebrows and such. So this puts this doll somewhere around the 50s, thereabouts. Mid 50s, maybe early 60s.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So whenever they had the iron-on applique things, whenever that became a thing. What I want to say to this is I have a little story about the Annabelle non-Annabelle doll. Now, we've heard about the things going on at the Conjuring house and how the new owner, and I'm not getting into that drama.
No.
But I'm going to go back to before she owned this, and I went to Rhode Island and I stayed overnight in the Conjuring house. And I had set like the the cat balls and everything around and all this other kind of stuff. And everybody was sitting down. Nobody was walking around. Everybody was sitting down. We were in the library part, and then we were in the living room part, which was, get this, was the dining room where the woman was thrown across the room, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So I was sitting in between the two, and we had two people on the couch sitting, and then the rest were in the library. So I put cat balls around all over, and then I put some cat balls over by the fake Annabelle doll that they had. It's just a replica sitting in there.
Yeah.
Same looking doll, same looking case, everything in this house. So we had the spirit box on, and then all of a sudden you hear behind you. Now, I can't tell you how many times I heard on that spirit box, turn around. Or no, it told me to turn around. I'm sorry. It said turn around. But you know how you would hear behind you, turn around. I'm right here, blah, blah, blah. You hear all this stuff. You turn around, you look, there's nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm facing in the library where everybody was, and it said turn around. So I'm like, okay. And I got it on film, everybody. I got this on video. I'm turning around. I see the two people sitting here, and I keep turning, and one of my cat balls is going off right in front of Annabelle.
Whoa.
I do have that on video. I'll have to find that because we're going to have to have that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely.
It happened. It's no joke. And that was just a replica. I mean, but you got to figure out what house I'm in. But I mean, I don't know what's so spooky about her. I heard that she does move in front of people, not even on the sly.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I haven't. Obviously, it doesn't happen when anybody has a camera on her.
No.
But obviously, nobody's going to touch that doll because you know what she said. Lorraine said, don't pull that sucker out for nothing, And I kept thinking there was a rumor a while back. I thought he who shall not be named tried to buy it and bring it to his stuff. I don't know if he did or didn't.
That guy is, exactly. I think, taking all the haunted items and literally releasing things
because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Right.
No. Yeah. No, it's just like he opened the big box.
Yeah. Dumbass. Oh, sorry. Dummy.
Hello? Hello?
Poo-poo head.
That poo-poo head. What are you doing? You don't, I don't care. There's many big boxes. There's not just one. There's many. But you don't open any of them. They have, you don't open somebody else's business.
Yeah.
No.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And,
we can always hope something gets him.
Knowing what it was.
Bristol hit it on the head. Too much ego, not enough brains.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
You're right about that.
Swear to God, if I hear another dude, I am gonna lose my mind.
Right.
Diane,
Diane.
are you talking about Zach Baggins?
He who must not be named.
Exactly.
Oh,
he's like Voldemort.
No, don't. But he looks so good without a shirt, guys. Don't talk trash about Zach the Bagginator.
What little bit of credibility you had right
Don't talk trash about the Bagginator. You ever see that man without a shirt?
Him all day
that's all
long.
I gotta say.
He didn't always look like that. Trust me, he only looked like that after he started making money.
Problem is, if you say his name too many times, he's like Beetlejuice. He'll show up and start suing everybody.
That's money well spent, Brandi. Money well spent.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the plain and simple fact. That's what he's already done it to how many people already?
Come on, Zach, show up then. Dang it.
You know, I'm just glad. I'm just
No.
very glad that and grateful that there are fewer of these haunted evil dolls around in the world. And I think a lot of that credit goes to video games, guys, because not as many children nowadays play with dolls. So numerically, there's going to be less and less dolls in the world.
Okay.
And
So
yeah, thank you, Nintendo.
I do this.
Thank you.
I do this a lot, and I'm gonna show everybody what I do. I do take dolls with me when I go places. I'm gonna show you my doll that I take because again, if a spirit's gonna attach itself to anything, let it not be me. So I take
like a
it
ghost
wherever
trap.
I go.
Like a ghost trap.
Oh, you're gonna attach something to Baby Yoda?
I am.
Dare you?
Grigo?
I am.
Dare you?
Oh, come
I take him everywhere. I've got pictures of him in a whole lot of haunted places.
I think she just really wants a haunted Baby Yoda doll. I think that would be the coolest haunted doll in the world.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna make him say something. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Yes. I've got one of those too.
Wait, did it just say mama?
It said hi.
Oh.
It's hi. Here.
Oh.
So
now
I hope the spirit of the Jedi come and cut your locks. Okay.
He's my buddy, but no, he's been to a lot of places.
So
he's been to a lot of places, and this is how cute he is. He's got his own suitcase. Hold on, let me zip him back up. He's got his own suitcase.
Oh my God!
I didn't realize we were accessorizing, go out on investigation.
So just so you know, Brandi, when you show up with that in Brumley in September, I might try and steal him.
Okay, at your own risk. He's been a lot of places.
Okay.
Hey, I've got a stitch that's flown over Baghdad. So
he's been a lot of places, and I'm just telling you. But no, I mean, a lot of people do take dolls with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's to get them something attached to them or make them haunted. Mine's for protection. It's like, jump that little dude. Leave me alone.
Right.
Please. So yeah. Yeah, he would have went to the Conjuring house, but I couldn't fit him in my backpack. So he couldn't go to that one.
All right.
Well, yeah,
you should get a smaller, more travel-friendly version of Baby Yoda. Like a more compact version.
Yeah, and Krista says, yeah, we've taken selfies with him too.
Yeah.
A lot of people have taken selfies with him. So I'll have to start
you actually do bring him.
Yeah.
Wait, did you bring him to the convention, Brandi?
I did not.
Oh.
I did not. I wasn't ghost hunting, so I didn't bring him.
Oh, okay.
But
so
maybe I should start. Maybe I should
start bringing dolls on ghost hunts.
I'm always afraid somebody's going to snag him.
You can bet that would happen. Those people we're around.
Yeah.
As
I've always been more of a Pikachu guy myself. I might bring a Pikachu.
I'm a Stitch.
I don't have a big one of those. I've only got a small one of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm always afraid somebody's going to snag him. Paul clears his throat. Made my point for me.
I got a stuffed Stitch that flew over Baghdad with a Black Sheep Squadron, so I think he can take on anything.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's something.
Well, we're going to keep on looking at
let's look at our next picture.
Lorraine loved her.
That's Lorraine Warren?
Yeah.
Lorraine Warren.
The picture on the right, our left, she looks like a zombie.
I think it's just
it was the coloring when it was taken in.
It's just the coloring.
Hey, I don't mean to sound disrespectful or nothing, but is it just me or Lorraine's Warren's forehead like really big?
It is.
It was always. She always had a larger forehead.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Especially when she got older and her hair was actually receding a little bit. Yeah.
Big head.
Man, I would not want to get headbutt by
Well,
her.
she had a big brain. I mean, what are you gonna do?
And she
She was a
wasn't a
smart
small
lady.
lady. She was tall too. She was a
Smart.
good sized lady. Now
Yeah.
you can figure that doll, the size of it. So it's an original, or not original, but an original size. So I bet it's between 3 to 4 foot tall almost once you stretch it out.
I'm
I
surprised
always
she
hear
was
about
even
them. I never
holding
actually
it.
look at them. I've never actually. I don't think I've ever actually seen them. But
You never seen Ed and Lorraine Warren?
oh, I mean, old photos, like in a couple of photos, but not really. Because I never really got into the like the Conjuring like that. You know.
Well, they did other stuff, but their thing was they didn't really do it for documentary. They did it to capture evidence. They really were.
Yeah, they
quote
were
unquote
into
investigating.
It.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, for me, I followed them not for the work they did, but for the stories of the history before they got involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once they got involved, I want to know what was really happening, because some of these places were having definite bad things going on. You know, the
Yeah,
Conjuring
they
House,
were.
for instance, had horrible things going on. Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And
and
it had a
even
big
after Ed and Lorraine were out of that picture, bad things were still happening.
Yep.
So, like I said, I want to know the history. I want to know how it began, who it began with, what was actually happening with those people.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
You mean the was it the parents?
As far as
Yeah,
Conjuring
the
House,
parents.
Yeah.
Mhm. I want to know what it began with them. And, you know, I know the whole story. So it's weird without the Warrens.
Yeah.
You don't even need them involved. You don't need to watch their movie. Really, just read the story of what really happened.
Well, you know, he who must not be named was there, and he had a history about it. So maybe we should have him on the show and ask him.
He'd never come on. We're little peons. He ain't coming on our show.
So you're going to hit me with Grogu.
I won't be here if he
I
does.
don't know him. He's one of the ones I do not know and have never met.
Yeah.
And don't
There's not
care
many
to.
out there. Me and Chris have met the whole gamut running in the paranormal world that's been on TV. And some of them are really good friends, but I've never met him. Why is that?
Because nobody in the paranormal world wants to deal with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't get out to the public. He doesn't get out to the people, you know, that make him who he is. You know, because the ghost hunting is not all of it. You know, it's the fame and all that. He doesn't reach out. He used to do it a long time ago, and then he just quit. So I'm to me, it's kind of like you need to keep connected. You need to keep connected.
If I were like him, right, and I were to go out to a paranormal convention or an event like that, though, I'd be real worried because I would be legitimately concerned that there would be all these women groping at me and tearing my clothes off and clawing at me. That's a real concern. So I could understand his apprehension for not wanting to attend these events.
That's why you're behind the table, though.
If it were you, Donnie, you would unbutton another button on your shirt just to show the ladies the little chest hair.
That's just very risky. There's a lot of women in those conventions. A lot of them have some very long nails. You know, things could go awry.
So glad I don't wear buttons down. Not to mention you can't grow hair on steel, so.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
You open that can of worms, so here we go.
Yep.
Anyway,
you don't put as much stock into Ed and Lorraine as I do, because I love the way they went about stuff at a time when it was completely unheard of what they were doing. Nobody did it, you know.
Well, literally. Right. You are so right that they opened a lot of doors for us people who are weird and have paranormal things happen. Yes, they did open that doorway, And I appreciate them for that 100%.
Yeah. I mean, you could look back on their stuff and you could call into question a lot of their investigations.
Yes.
A lot of them. But
but they were the first ones doing it, so of course they were going to be making mistakes that paranormal investigators now have the liberty of looking back with hindsight and learning from.
Exactly.
But they were the first of their kind, so of course there was no one before them. I mean, there were some people doing that, but on that level,
not to their level. But
no.
I hear people talk about they stage this.
Did y'all see that?
You
right? Did y'all see that documentary? The Devil Made Me Do It.
I heard of it, never saw
I
it.
didn't see it.
I think it hit. Is that the one?
Okay,
on
that's
him?
about the Amityville thing.
Yeah.
And not the Amityville thing. Goodness gracious, what one is it, Krista? You're out there. Who is that about?
I thought The Devil Made Me Do It.
It's about the boy that said he was possessed,
Son of Sam.
The boy who said he was possessed, and then the sister's boy, Arnie Johnson case. Thank you, Ristel.
Oh.
Anyway, so Arnie Johnson decided one night that he'd had enough because everybody was just, over this because it was tormenting this child so much. And he was saying to this child, or saying to the spirit in the child, leave him alone, take me, which opened him right up. Okay, that opened him up for possession 100%. Okay, so he ended up killing somebody. This Arnie guy, he ended up killing somebody, but he had told the police and the courts the devil made him do it. He was possessed. And Lorraine Warren went in and testified on his behalf that he was possessed and not in his right mind.
I remember that now.
Okay, yeah. Now I know which one you're talking about. I didn't know that was the name of the documentary, though.
Yeah, but see, it's called The Devil Made Me Do It. Go back and watch it. It's fascinating. This whole thing is just fascinating. And I don't know. I don't know if I could believe that if I were a juror. You know what I mean?
I believe it happens, though. That kind of stuff happens.
I do believe it happens. I do believe it happens.
Well,
but I don't know if I were sitting in court and not, and not know or believe in this stuff, because you got to remember this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago. So you got to remember that. And
I wouldn't expect it to hold up in court, though.
40 or 50 years ago, something like that. So this was not, paranormal. The paranormal thing wasn't like we have it today. So I don't know if I could believe that or not.
Yeah. Especially at that time, like to talk about. So, that those jurors ain't going to believe that. Even if she got up there being the biggest expert in the world, they're still not going to believe that guy.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Because even though I've been dealing with this stuff all of my life, I didn't really know at the time if possessions were real. I mean, you hear about it. I mean, The Exorcist was out and all of this, but all of that was still kind of taboo for me until later on when I started reading about it and studying on it and things like that. And then it all made sense to me. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it happens.
Yeah.
I think
it wouldn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that phenomena is real. There are certain cases where I look at them and I'm like, it's kind of hard to say that it wasn't a possession, like certain cases. Okay. For example, my one case where I'm like, I think that guy was clearly possessed was the one, that bus incident in Canada where that Chinese migrant was riding on that one overnight bus. And then he just randomly started stabbing the guy next to him. And then he, consumed part of his body in front of all the
that he was starting
passengers.
To consume it.
Yeah.
Yes. And then everybody was trying to get him to stop, and they got off the bus, and
they all got off the bus. Yeah. Yeah.
And he was still continuing.
Yep. I was like, that I can't see that not being a possession. That guy was a Chinese migrant. He wasn't involved in any drugs or weird stuff. Yeah, the Wendigo got him. Yeah. And it's in those parts too.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
It's in those parts.
I
mean, I believe it.
There's no explanation for what he had done. There's none.
That case makes no sense at all if you think about it.
It's like his brain just shut off. The human part of his brain shut off, and the animalistic part, it was just there. You know what I mean?
And then afterwards, during the trial and everything, he was just humbly, quietly, just asking them to give him the death penalty because he was just so horrified at what he had done.
Yeah, because he didn't even realize it.
Yeah,
and
he was just in such. He was just in such I can't believe that happened. Please, just
finish me off because
it's not like he exhibited any of that behavior afterwards or before.
No, it wasn't provoked either.
Yeah, it wasn't provoked. He wasn't known as a violent guy. He was a hardworking guy by all accounts. He was married.
Yep.
He and his wife had just moved to Canada, started a new life. He had no history of violence or ever breaking the law or anything, mental illness, nothing, no drug use. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue.
I think it would be really interesting to kind of go back on some of these cases like this and study these serial killers, or maybe not even the serial killers. Just
you want these ones
really messed up ones.
The one offers, the ones that where you're like, I did not see that coming.
Yeah,
that guy had no reason to snap like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be really, really, really interesting.
I don't know. Okay. I just want to mention something.
We're not talking about this one. So let me pull this one off.
I just want to mention something real quick so we can get back to what we were talking about. If you're in chat, please refrain from using obscenities, because YouTube will ding us for that too. So,
guys, if you want to use obscenities, just come to my show on Saturday nights on Donny Cho Says Stuff. You can just unleash as many naughty words to your heart's content.
Yes.
He actually requires it.
He does require it.
Save it for Saturdays, guys. Save it for Saturdays.
Just choose another word.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah, believe I have to.
Moron, whatever.
I have to catch myself every so often too. I know the deal.
Yeah, Randy. Sometimes you could be a real Richard.
There you go. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. We ain't mad at you for cussing, but just kind of put a twist on it. Make us read it and laugh.
Make us laugh.
Let's wrap that. Head. No, never mind. I'll be quiet.
Yeah. We got another picture?
Well, no, that pretty much did it for the dolls and stuff for this time.
Are you kidding me?
Well, let's see. What can I dig up now? You know what? We're going back to Robert.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Now, I produced.
This is the safe Robert.
All the pictures from last week. And we didn't even look at them all. Or did we? We might have. But there was 10 or 12.
That was on our show, not on that show. That was on our show.
No, it was on this show. This show last week. I never saw a single
picture. I don't think I remember seeing a picture.
You know what? I got another doll that...
You don't remember the shrunken head shoes?
Oh, yeah, the shrunken head shoes. That's right. Never mind.
All that one.
Hey, I'm just throwing up what y'all sent me, okay? That being said, this is your no-no square, all right? Just remember it.
I got another doll to show you.
Yeah, show it.
Oh, really? Let me pull mine out the way.
That's what
Crystal, CJ says you had one job, Brandi.
No. I played everything. I can go find some weird photos now. Don't get me wrong; they just won't be of dolls, and y'all might not like them too well.
All right, Paul, what you got?
I'm working on it. This is another one that Carmen sent to me, She's got. I'm never gonna visit her at her house. Although this one isn't as freaky.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, I don't have it in the
Oh,
Can we zoom in a bit?
No,
Can we zoom in a bit?
I can't. Hang on.
Oh,
you got to download it.
Let me get out.
You got to download it.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but I know what it looks like to me. I'm gonna let everybody comment when he brings that back up.
Looks like freaking Carrot Top.
It does. Hang on.
it's worse when they look more realistic.
So
that's why the porcelains are always the creepiest ones, because they
the
got
uncanny valley.
The freaking
where'd it go?
the eyes and the cheekbones and the high cheeks and stuff like that. You think you're looking at a little person half the time if you ain't careful.
Freaky Geek got it right on the nose. I'll wait for him to bring that picture back up.
Here it is.
It's not a clown. That's not a clown. That's a Cabbage Patch doll.
Nope.
Sure as it looks like one.
Does that not look like Ronald McDonald as a kid?
No, his jaw's too square on this one.
Well, he's just a baby. He's just a baby.
I want French fries.
He's just a baby.
I got yelled at by Ronald McDonald one time on a golf course.
You go now.
Sorry.
You eat too much.
Man, it's that red hair, that curly red hair that freaks me out more than the doll's face.
Corky, that's hair. It. She just said it. Yeah, it's a Corky doll. Yeah, it's a Corky
She
doll.
said this one.
Remember it.
Carmen, this one has an attachment too, right? And if so,
why
what does
the
it
heck
do?
is she not on here telling us about these dolls?
I'm not doing.
I don't know that one. Is this the one? Is this the one, Carmen? Is this the one that the other one is talking to? The one from Africa? Is this the one it's talking to?
I believe it is.
She said this one is haunted, but I want to know if this one particular is the one that's having conversations with the other one.
And what did these conversations sound like?
Yeah. I mean, do they sound like...
How do dolls
It's Chuck from the Goonies.
I like that. That's cool. I could go with that.
This is Annie's brother.
Right. Chucky's brother. Yes.
Send Lauren the link.
Can I just share real quick that I don't think I really trust people with curly red hair. I've always found that in my life experience, curly red hair is just a sign of like untrustworthiness. You've got all the scary clowns. You've got like Peggy Bundy from Married with Children.
Mm-hmm.
You've got like Chucky. And then when I think back on all the people I've met personally with curly red hair, and I was like, oh, they were all none of them were ever any trustworthy. Never met a trustworthy curly redheaded person before.
Well, let me tell you something, Donnie. I'm going to tell you something. Barry says, Brandi, we need My Little Donnie Cho, My Little Paranormal Paul, and My Little Randy.
No.
Did I make you Randy, baby?
Oh, you make everyone Randy. Okay, so my first episode I ever did with Jason McLean on his show one day, like the first time we ever did a show together. This is like when we first met, right? The show ended, we were backstage and we were talking, and then Jason was like telling me, because we were just getting to know each other, and he was like, oh wait, there's something on the back wall that I want to show you. Let me turn around and get it. And he turned around, and I noticed on the back, because you never see this because he's always facing the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of you who don't know, when Jason turns around, he's got this little like splotch of like hair back here.
Yeah.
And it's like curly and red. And when I saw that, I started questioning my friendship with him. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't lie.
Like,
you started dying.
I'm not sure if I can fully trust this guy anymore. I didn't know he had curly red hair. Because
there's a few of us that have. So I have red in my hair too, which is curly.
Yeah.
Don't look curly.
and not right now. It's because I brushed it out.
Well,
I brushed it out
that's
straight and then flat ironed it. And that took
There's
me 20
Carrot
minutes.
Top. Carrot Top's
Carrot
another
Top.
one.
Yep.
Carrot Top's another one.
Would you trust that guy? I wouldn't
Hell
trust
no.
that guy.
Heck
Nope.
no. Sorry. God dang it. I can't even get.
Nah,
Don't
he's
yell at
too
me.
far out there.
No.
Whatever
Little
happened
Orphan
to him? What
Annie?
does he do?
Little
I would
Orphan Annie
trust
had
her.
curly red.
I would
What?
trust her.
No,
My
she
dad
was
was a
shady.
redhead.
Yeah, I saw that movie. She's shady. She
My
mad
dad
shady.
was a redhead, a curly redhead, not a super curly, but a curly redhead. My whole family, my whole side of the family is curly redheaded.
Axl
my dad's
Rose
side.
was
Now
redhead?
here's the thing. Bob Ross is very trustworthy. Bob Ross
he
had
doesn't-
curly hair, but it was brown.
Uh-huh.
Good
And it
on
was
you,
happy.
Bob Ross.
It was
Good on
happy
you.
little hairs.
We're gonna make some
Yeah.
happy little birds,
Happy hairs living all over
Happy
here.
trees.
happy little hairs.
I've got my happy little Bigfoots that downstairs.
And Randy, you know you're a wrestling fan. Sami Zayn, that dude's got curly red hair. He's backstabbing everyone in the ring.
Huh?
Sami Zayn.
Who'd he backstab?
He's always turning on like his tag team partners.
No,
he's the only
one that
wrestler
gets
with like
turned on.
curly red hair. And this guy's like always backstab. I'm telling you, man, they're not to be trusted,
Okay,
guys.
mental
They're not
note
to be
self.
trusted.
All right,
Don't let
guys.
Donnie talk about wrestling ever.
Oh,
But we do have a segment we got to finish up with.
Oh,
Actually,
yes.
before we do that, we still need, Brandi, you still need to do that museum.
yeah, go
You're
ahead
not-
and put that
We will.
overlay up. I'm just gonna say it real quick, and we're gonna start our way on here. But don't leave just yet. We've got Donnie Cho's meme of the week that's still coming up.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going
Yeah,
to talk
flip
about
it
this
back.
right now. It is a Blondes and Booze event held on the 26th to the wee early hours of the morning on the 27th. It's going to be a great day. We're going to have a cryptid and paranormal 101, which is going to be all afternoon. And then we're going to eat dinner, and then we're going to ghost hunt all night to 2 a.m. If you can only attend in the afternoon, hey, don't worry. Those tickets are only $15 a piece. But if you want to attend all day, hey, $65 and we'll feed you. It's no problem. So if you need any more information on that, go to Eventbrite, look up Blondes and Booze, and it should be the first event you come to.
Okay, so that the new slide for this didn't load up on your Blondes and Booze page, but Krista posted it on the Blondes and Booze Facebook page. Greg Ogles will be attending Ray County that night too. And some
Oh,
other
and Brady, when did you say it was?
October 26th. It's the weekend right before Halloween.
Oh man, I kind of want to go.
Just
I think
fly
it'd
to
be so much
Kansas City.
fun.
We'll find somebody to get you there.
Huh.
Don't be scared.
Because it's
Randy,
like
do you wanna
45
come?
minutes from Kansas City.
No. My daughter will be in
It's
from
like no. But
Donnie,
come
if
on.
you
my daughter
go-
will be in
if
from
you go-
England, so
Donnie, if you go, we'll go up into the Civil War room.
Okay.
Just
Oh, you'll
hang
be
out
there,
all
Paul?
night. I'll be there. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Yes.
you can stay with us.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Side note though,
No hotels. There's no hotels.
Okay.
We're roughing
Carmen
it.
says
Roughing it. Just saying.
we need to send her a link so she can tell a story on these dolls. So we need to
Okay,
get her
no.
in here to tell those stories later. So
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll
Not
have her
right
on another show. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
we'll do
Karma.
that.
We're going to
Okay.
get you back on the show.
oh heck
We're
yeah.
going to talk about that. We most definitely need to talk about that. We just don't have enough time for all of us to hear the stories and then try to ask the
that's
questions.
gonna be a full one by itself, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It is a full story. And, her and Lauren are very accomplished paranormal investigators, and they have a lot to talk about. So,
And the
and
night that
Krista
we're
said,
at,
yeah, Donnie, we stay at the museum.
Oh, it'll be fun. Oh, we
Yeah.
we sleep in Ground Zero, huh?
uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's how I like it.
Mhm.
Oh, this is gonna be a good
You'll
time.
be there the whole entire time.
Oh boy,
There you
it's
go.
not my first rodeo. It ain't my first rodeo. I've been in the thick of things, sleeping there by myself. It's not cool. It's kind of it's nerve wracking. Every
We
time, all I
we
gotta
should
say is
prepare.
every time I got up in the middle of the night and I had to walk in the dark alone to the bathroom, I would always be mad, like kung fu posing all the way, being like, I'm ready for you. And then after I would do my business, I would turn around real quick.
Okay, if you show up, you got to pick a partner. It's probably going to be Paul. He's the only other guy. Well, Greg too. You got Greg too. But let's pick a room. Let's pick a room and sleep in that room, and then we'll just record all night.
Oh, live stream it?
I'm not sleeping in the Civil War room. Hell no. Heck no. Sorry.
Why? Oh,
we're having trouble with this, aren't we?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Every time I go to sleep at one of these locations, I'm always in the group being like, "Can I sleep in the least haunted room?" And every time I always wind up sleeping in the most haunted room. I'm like, "Come on, guys!
Yep.
I asked for the least haunted room."
Y'all talking about putting Donny in someplace, and all I can see is Kevin Bacon in Friday the 13th. That's all I can see.
Well, okay, so me and Aaron's will sleep. We sleep in the chapel most generally.
Okay.
That's because it's like got the biggest area. But
the chapel. I was one. Okay.
We could give that up and let you two sleep in there.
Yeah, as long as I don't sleep alone, I'm cool. I mean, I'm not going to try to spoon or nothing. I'm just like, it'd be nice to have another person in the room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we sleep in pairs. You can't validate anything if you're by yourself, because what if you have like a camera malfunction, audio malfunction? You got to have somebody there to validate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to give up that room. I like that room because I can listen to everything coming down the stairs and the hallways.
Yeah. I'll sleep in the hallway.
You want to sleep in the hallways?
Yeah.
Like halfway, like in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Upstairs?
Nope.
Oh, so you're gonna make me sleep up there, right? Is that what it's gonna be?
You'll be wherever Donnie. You'll be wherever Paul is.
Okay, cool.
So there is one room where there's a kid supposedly hiding under the desk. I wouldn't mind being near that.
That's third floor. That's on the top floor.
No, it's not. It's right by the chapel.
Oh, you're talking about the other one.
Was it the black?
What about you guys sleep in Grandma's kitchen?
Nope. She doesn't like guys. She doesn't like guys.
So that's where I'd go then.
Okay, so that's just to let everybody know right now that if Donny Cho shows up, if he shows up, we might have an all-night stream. We may have an all-night stream. So stay tuned to Blondes and Booze, and we'll give you all that information. And I'm sure Paranormal Paul will have that also. And that's going to be good.
That'll be fun. Oh, you're tempting me, Krista. She's tempting me real. Oh,
Come on, Donnie. Come on.
Come on, Donnie. It's a full weekend of fun. Let's do it.
At least I don't have to pay for boarding, so it would be cost efficient. Yeah.
Right.
So we are an hour and 10 into it. So now, who does what? It's Donnie's meme of the week.
It's Donnie's meme of the week.
This is one of the first paranormal theme memes I ever made.
We should have like a song or something. Donny Cho, meme of the week.
Okay,
this is when I first got into meme making.
Audio and pull that and make that the damn song.
Randy, I was just going to say that. Yep.
I will pull the audio of what she just did, and I will make an MP3, and that will be the song.
Hey, listen, guys. I don't know about cutting this off. Did we have another picture? Do we have something?
I can go. I can get you some more pictures.
I give me about one or two more. Let's just go one or two more. And
she was sitting there yelling at us earlier. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now she wants to do stuff now.
Hey, look.
Okay.
There is a reason. I'm just not going to tell you.
Well, I don't think I have any doll pictures, though, unfortunately.
That's all right. Just pull us something.
Pull up something. Well, since we've talked about... No, we don't want that one.
You know what? Do you have that Civil War one?
The video?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to show video?
We can show this one.
Okay.
Because I got I gotta remember which episode it was.
We
I got all
pulled
the
it
episodes
not
right
from
here.
YouTube. We pulled it not from YouTube.
Okay.
It's not from YouTube.
I've got to find my Gettysburg run here. As soon as I find the Gettysburg one, I will grab it.
Gettysburg is only like.
Carmen was also just reminded me. And plus, they're going to be at the Beatty Mansion the same night, which is going to be not far from where we're going to be, about an hour or so, right from there where we are. We're going to be doing the Estes method at 2 locations at the same time. We're going to see, and we're going to do an experiment and see if we can get spirits to answer the questions from one location to the next. So it's
Donnie,
going to be.
you have to show up for this.
You got to.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You could get empirical evidence.
Right? Yeah. I mean, can you say what color shoes am I wearing? And I'm wearing red shoes, and then you've got somebody at Beatty Mansion going red. You know, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're trying to see if we can get some kind of conversation and figure out how that works. Not that we ever will, but I'm just saying. But would that be neat?
Definitely would be.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this one right.
Now,
I'm gonna have to upload.
Yeah, this video is like one of the most compelling pieces of evidence I have ever seen.
And I still got to find it.
And
Hang on a second here.
I think that Randy and I talked about this thing for about 45 minutes because I tell you what, we can find nothing. We can find nothing wrong with this video. We can't find any glitches or anything that would say that it was tampered with.
And this one is this one is kind of a cropped one. It doesn't have any of the sound.
That's fine. You can get the small one in there if that's what's good.
But like I said, the entire movement.
Now you got to remember, this is in Gettysburg. So if you're a Civil War fan, you're going to love this. If you have not seen it, it's one of the most famous ones out there. If Randy can.
Oh, I've got it up there.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Can you make it bigger?
I don't know if it'll let me do it on here or not. Because remember, with videos, I have to do it a different way. So
yeah.
Wow.
Can you see it?
He will in a second.
Play that again?
So I'll do it again.
Okay.
All right. Just kind of watch the middle.
Watch in between the 2 cannons.
See him walking up. He walked away. Wow.
Now, I'm going to bring up the actual media player on my computer so I can go backwards and forwards with it. Since there's no real audio with it to start with.
Okay.
Hey, was that Confederate or Union? What color was that?
We're thinking Confederate.
Confederate?
That's what we were thinking. Not that we can tell, I mean, because we're just, but this thing is like, when you're watching the whole thing, it is absolutely amazing. Hold on, Shelly. We're going to get the whole thing for you.
It is not coming up with that one either. Dadgummit, I don't want that. Hang on. Time out. Don't worry. It's okay. I got it. Yeah. Maybe. But
Randy and I had seen this, and we were discussing it. And we played it on one show, and we played just that little clip. It was so compelling that we went and found the full video.
Yeah, let me get this bad boy zoomed in. There should be a zoomed fill. Okay, there we go. Now, this is going to be one that you'll see it better, but you see all the way back there. It's already moving.
There it is.
And then just gone.
That is
literally
incredible.
Just gone. Now
Play
you
it
can
one
see
more
already. If you see back here, it's already back here manifesting in the back off in the distance, and it starts moving this way. And here it comes. You can see it moving back and forth right there, and starting to move that way.
At first, I was wondering if it was just a guy just walking up there and walking back, but I'm like, that doesn't, because you can see right through him.
Yeah,
now watch me go.
That's definitely a Civil War uniform of some kind.
Yeah, that's what we thought too.
Yeah. I can't tell. I'm not an expert on that. Somebody, who is an expert in that, in the war, in that particular war, could probably tell us which one and probably what rank it is. It's that good. The original video, the guys are sitting in a vehicle. These guys are sitting in a vehicle and they're recording this. Yeah. And they were sitting there for an extremely long period of time before this happened.
Yeah. 2 hours. There was 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken, on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, did they see it actually happen, or did they not see it until they played the video? Okay.
They saw it.
Wow.
They 100% saw it. Their reaction, I think this is the original that he's got right here.
I don't know if y'all will be able to hear it. I'm going to try and get the sound up to you as best I can, because this one has the actual audio to it.
Yeah, and you can hear them there. You can hear the excitement in their voice.
This is the part where
and
they
the
just talk about it. This
astonishment.
is only 2 minutes. Yeah, it's only 2 minutes because they cropped it down from over 2 hours.
Yeah, which that's what it takes. I mean, you're not getting this evidence like right now. It takes time.
I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. So,
no,
I can't hear it.
No.
Damn, I've been through there a bunch too.
Yeah,
I know that road. I know that street. There's like certain roads that are like that go through the battlefield. Yeah, I think I have an idea of what road or what street they're on.
Do they let you go there at night? Or
no, it's largely closed off to the public. You can get access, but you need you're gonna need to be able to know the right people,
Well, this looks like a regular access road, or is this on like park property or whatever this is, Donny?
I know of when I was at the bash, they kind of opened it up to the public because they knew that there were like these paranormal people from the convention. So I know at that time a lot of people went, but on most nights it's closed to the public at night. Like there's certain hours where it closes down to the public.
So you would have to get a permit to be out
there. You would have to get like a
permit
to be on that particular street at night. You'd have to get a permit.
Yeah. And my bet is that when they did this, they did have that, but during that 2 hours, they drove all around this area.
Yeah. It's a lot to drive through. Yeah.
That's that southern end.
Oh, it would be awesome to drive through there at night. Driving through there during the day, like I've driven through there a few times, but going through there at night must be awesome.
Yeah.
I've uploaded this now. Hopefully
that's what I wanted. That is a bucket list for me. I want to ghost hunt at nighttime. You know what I mean? Not that I will get something as great as that, but oh my gosh.
Yeah. But you really got to also go during the day to get a scale of the place, to get a sense of like the scale.
Oh yeah.
Because
it's big.
It's a big, beautiful place, that's for sure.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to.
All right, we're here in Gettysburg, just before the 150th. Where should I stop?
Just pull off here.
Want to try to film something here?
Yeah.
They said there's activity here before, but all right. So we're gonna sit here for a while and just kind of film the camera.
A lot of troops left from here.
See what happens. I was told by a ranger. It was about in this area here, Jay, that the ranger said that there's been some activities. They heard some rumors about seeing some sightings of something that they can't explain.
There's a lot of troops that left over here, so the activity should be strong.
All right, we'll record for like maybe half an hour or so, and then we'll move our Devil's Den maybe after that.
Yeah, that'll be a good spot next.
And then we'll probably pick its charge.
Yeah, maybe we can pick up something from there.
Pick it's hard though, because I can't really. Unless we have flashlights, I guess I can shine it from the parking. All right, that's all right. We'll videotape here for a while.
Okay.
Right, let's be quiet though, okay? Holy crap! Down by the canyon, see that?
Oh, what is that?
Wait, shh. Oh my God. Is it?
No way. What is that?
I have no friggin' idea.
Did you get that on the camera?
It's recording.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Did you, honestly?
I wouldn't believe it unless we recorded it.
Wow.
And you could hear it that way at least.
Yeah, you can at least hear what they were saying while this was going on. That is the original video of
that spot
that
right there, what they call
apparition. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
You know, I'm gonna bring this back up since I've got it zoomed in on it a little bit here better. I mean, I'm not worried about the sound per se coming across, but I mean, I'm gonna zoom, or I'm gonna try and maneuver this thing here, frame for frame, and see. You see where they started talking about it was right around in here, and you can see it start to. As I play this,
It starts manifesting back there.
Yeah. And he starts talking about it right about here. So there's 2 minutes of time frame right there, and you only got 30 seconds, but it gives you an idea of what happened. You saw the thing there. It's like 20 minutes later. He clipped 20 minutes just out of this one spot. And they had 2 hours worth of video going all the way around it outside of that.
Wow.
So, yeah, when we saw this thing, we were like, what did we just look at?
Yeah.
Because, to investigate, we know that a lot of times it is just sitting and waiting. We like to do the spirit box and do EVP sessions. And I think that's just, a lot of it is just to see if we'll get something. But sometimes you just have to sit and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all there is to it. Sitting and waiting. You can prod a little bit, but I mean, that's been 90% of them I've been on. I ask a few questions when I'm doing the EVP type stuff.
What do we know about the guys who took this video?
They were part of all I know is they were part of a group. I'll have to find it on
they were part of a paranormal investigation group?
Yeah, they've got their own little bit too, but there's a video. The original video is out on YouTube as well. The full 2-hour video where they drove around to different sites and everything. So,
but we didn't pull it. We did not pull it from YouTube.
There's one aspect of the video that I don't fully, I guess, buy. Can I tell you what aspect of that video is?
What's that?
Yes.
So basically, these guys have been driving through Gettysburg at night for 2 hours. Decide to park their car with the lights on, with the cannons in sight, and then it appears, and that guy's reaction was, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah,
even when it happens,
that's not what it would be coming out of my mouth if I did that and saw that. I'd be saying very different words. Than the fact that the guy was like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that?" I most certainly. I mean, that feels like it's almost.
I'm telling you that we have run across things like that and been completely cool. Because what are you going to do? Jump around the car? No, you don't want it to run away. You don't want it to disappear.
You want to stay.
This thing actually looked. Yeah, this thing
Okay.
actually looked like.
But you know, if that was you and me sitting in the car together doing that, the first thing we would say to each other if we saw that, we'd be like, "What in the actual F word?"
Well, you heard the first guy.
Yeah, the guy was like, "Oh my god!"
Genuinely surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he sounded surprised, but like when they say like, "Oh my gosh," in that moment where most people would be saying something different, to me that tells me they were almost planning on getting that video out there.
No, actually, to tell you the truth, Donny, I'm gonna tell you, the only time that things come out of my mouth that shouldn't be is when I get touched in a way I am not used to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so like when I was at Malvern Manor and got the slap on, well, not the slap, but the hard push on my arm, that is not normal.
Yeah.
If something pulls my hair, I'm like, something just pulled on my hair. I'm not excited about it.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, as soon as we caught that and that apparition disappeared, we'd be doing high fives, whistling, jumping out of the car, doing a dance.
Yeah.
And catching that. But to say cuss words when I see it, not necessarily.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be most people's natural reaction.
Because we want to catch that evidence and we want to be able to show it without the cuss words. You got to train yourself not to do that. You really do. I had to. Even when that thing happened to me at Malvern Manor, last month, it was kind of like I had to watch my cussing, but I've trained myself and I say all kinds of other things.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It didn't mean that I jumped up out of my chair and swatted my arm and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, but no, I don't really.
That's one of the perks of working in retail. You kind of train yourself to not,
Well, hey, I work in customer service. I am like trained to not cuss, when you have to.
Yeah. And especially when you're trying to get evidence.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Second of all, they were told that this place had some activity. That's why they drove to that particular
That would be the place to
location.
go. If you're looking for ghost footage, that would be the place to go.
Yeah, you see, I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to come. See there?
Gettysburg is only an hour and a half from where I live, so I've been there quite a bit.
Okay, well then, you know what? We can, when we plan it out, probably, not next year because we're full up, but then the year after, maybe we'll have to see if we can get a permit before we come.
So here's the deal, Donnie. You come to Ray County.
Okay.
And then in a year or two, we'll come out to Gettysburg.
It's worth going to if you're a ghost fan. Gettysburg is for ghosts what like
you ain't just
Jefferson is for Bigfoot or for what Roswell is for like UFO stuff. It's like a ghost town.
You're right, cool. Donnie. Yeah. You are absolutely right. You're right.
We did 2 full shows on nothing but evidence from Gettysburg.
Yeah.
So I mean
there's just so much out there.
People are just experiencing stuff all the time over there. I experience stuff over there. I mean, I have my own experience.
Can you look up the information, please, on that video and see if we can get the guys' names? Because I would like to give them credit.
Maybe we could find them and get them on.
I know.
Cool. Could we dare dream? Could we dare?
I would love to have them on the show.
Could our ambition be that? Can we do that? Can we pull that off?
Yeah, everything.
I think we could get him.
We can get him.
I think, because I would love to go over that and talk with them. You know what I mean?
Use their raw video, so we're not, and they'll be there.
Right, and then they can point it out for us, or show us some other evidence they collected. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who would be the person to make that happen?
I don't know. We have to find them first.
We got to put our heads together on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Once we find them, we'll play.
And here's the thing: this video is across many different.
We may not know.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find the actual. It was part of a documentary, if I remember right, too, or YouTube documentary.
We're just gonna have to find out. We'll have to Google it. I bet you if we Google it, we'll find it.
So I found something uploaded by user Yankee Reb.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
we'll
the
just have
2-hour
to find
version?
them. Well, we want the original people that are in the video.
That's from Daily Mail, and then you got Reflections of America, which covers the ghost sighting, which is 2 minutes, like what we saw before.
Right, right. Well, anyway, guys, we are here now. We are at an hour and a half, so we do have to cut it off, no matter what I say.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so now
No matter what
you
I
wanna
say, we have
stop.
to cut it off, right? We have to cut it off. But we do have Donny Cho's meme of the week.
Yes.
Show us, Donny.
We
What
might
you
in a
got?
minute after I get it caught back up again.
Oh, Randy's the one to show us. But this is
Johnny
one of my
ain't
first
nothing.
memes I ever made, like paranormal themed meme. This is when I first got into meme making. So yeah, this is one of the first ones I ever made. Psychic abilities. When you know, you know. And he's like, I see dead people. And the red shirts are like, well, it was nice knowing you, boys. Get it?
Yep.
Come on, that's
Anybody
a
that's
pretty
ever
basic
watched
one.
Star Trek, the original series, knows.
Yeah. It's
If
like
you're wearing a
psychic
red
abilities,
shirt-
baby. When you know, you know.
When you know, you know. And that is so true.
Yeah. That
That
kid
is
was
so
psychic.
true.
He
When
saw
you
those red
know,
shirts and
you
he
know.
knew they were gonna die.
Right?
He probably sat there when they handed him the red shirt and said, "No, I don't want it.
No,
No,
thanks.
I don't want it. No, thank you. You can keep it.
Right?
I want to go. I want to go when they stay, or blue when they stay."
Right. Well, I just want to thank everybody for showing up and giving us a watch for our second episode. We hope you were entertained as much as we were,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
or creeped out, or whatever.
Creeped out.
Creeped out as much as we were. But we'll be back, of course, next week on the Paranormal Show and Tell, 7 p.m. next Wednesday. So don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell, just to make sure that you stay on with us. And I guess we're going to call it a night, everybody.
All right.
Oh, we should have called it the Paranormal Show and Tell this episode. Oh man,
Show
we
and
didn't even think
Tell.
of that
The
name.
Show and Tell.
Oh man,
Dang it.
dang it, we missed out on that opportunity.
Let's
Okay,
start
so-
the show over again. Start it over.
The next week is the Paranormal Paul Show and Tell.
Ooh.
How's that?
Oh, I'm doing it next week. Okay.
You're doing it
Rock
next
on.
week.
Okay.
All right. I'll see everybody next week, everybody. Good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.